AK-47 at the bottom of the screen, just there on the right-hand side. And we'll see whether the CTs can hold them off here. Jimco and Waterfall's holding towards the arch side here. Zeus comes in, the PD-50. He's already been heavily tagged. I assume he might even pre-fire the garbage position here. But good timing from Waterfall should guarantee in the frag. Somehow doesn't convert that to a kill. Zeus takes him down, and it will be a 4-on-4. Na'Vi still a fighting chance here, but time is ticking away. Almost a guaranteed kill there for Moonball, and 2 will be Flamey taking down him.
Simple will turn his attentions toward A, having looked toward Banana. Little does he know that there's an open access toward B, but bomb may still get planted. Oh my goodness, Flamey!
That was delicious, Matthew. The Desert Eagle comes out, finds 2 crispy headshots there, and he just saves around. It was getting a little bit tight at that point, but Na'Vi pull it back in the second, and there. As we'll see, Simple made towards the corner here, just to push the CTs back and find some positional control. They can Molotov towards the corner and sandbags if they see fit, but they're going for disc grenades at the very start, trying to bait out the CTs here. 3 players in that particular area, as Electronic will be with Simple. There should be a Na'Vi round, so a real nice start from Quantum winning the pistols there, but it was short-lived, really deep in the tournament, and you'd like to see it. This is everything they need right now. They have the in-game leader with Zeus, he's brought back in, the extra firepower of Electronic, Simple, one of the world's best players available to them. Everything is there to be a fantastic world-class team. As we said, full eco here, and Simple will manage to get 2 frags at the very start. Nothing too flashy. We'll save our voices for the gun rounds here, because it looks like Quantum are just going to roll over this round. It will be another B-side commitment, and KVIC can't do anything about this, I'm afraid. He has a deagle, and that previously mentioned helmet and body armor, but bomb plant he might just consider saving at this point. Oh, fantastic.
Might as well, I suppose. I mean, guns up in the next round anyway, but you're right. It's not, as you mentioned as well, against SMGs, it's not necessarily the best bet to give away money as much as lose it yourself.
The armor costs $1,000 on the CT side, right, with the helmet, so obviously saving at this point, but Fimblo's doing some work here. They're getting a little bit dicey here for Na'Vi. 2 kills coming through, KVIC on 16 HP. They'll be winning the round, but they might be able to find at least another kill. Not if Electronics got it.
Alright, fair enough. You got the reload in time. I thought KVIC quickly behind him. Could have taken him down with the bomb. That would have been another way to get money gone away from Na'Vi, but they got 2 kills at least. And now we get into the gun round. Simple immediately onto the AWP. Which I've had, I won't say issues with. Look, again, he can opt, there's no question. I think that, unfortunately, he and Guardian didn't really work out as part of the package with Na'Vi. Obviously, yeah. Guardian's gone away and to greener pastures currently.
Oh, definitely.
But Simple's so good on a rifle as well, and I think almost has more freedom on the rifle.
I prefer him as a solid rifler. I think that's where he does his best work. I think his AK-47 is brutal. He's a fantastic AWPer as well, world-class AWPer. But if I had to pick one or the other, I'm saying bring an AWPer in and let Simple get on that AK and just cause absolute chaos, finding space with the AK, sneaking into bomb sites, surprising his opponents. The AWP can be great. T-side Inferno, though, I'd actually prefer 5 AKs here with this particular lineup. I don't think it's going to be that beneficial. But still, we're going to round number 5 here, a weak buy for Quantum. You can see the Famas in the hands of, how are we going to pronounce that one about? Bal? How are you going to go with it?
I was going Balbina.
Balbina?
Assuming that the other L's just an I.
That's just a bit wild assumption for you. I'll go with Balbina, I'm fine with that.
It could be Balblina.
Balblina. It's really, that's a real...
Listen, I've messaged my favorite Russian-speaking person that I know, but she hasn't responded to me yet on how it's said, so...
Okay, well, we'll wait back on that. We'll go with Balbina for now. I like that. But 5 on 5, 50 seconds remaining. Zeus trying to find position here towards the B bomb set.
Bulbasaur is an option as well, apparently.
Yeah, that could be an option for you. You go with that first and see how he goes, and I'll join you if you like it.
Sounds good. Thanks for being a team player. So double boost. Toward Flowers. I think they've actually given up on the second man. I saw 2 up there originally, and KVIC was there. He's left to go off. it. Jemka sprays through, finds 2, immediately 1, drops off, finds the second. Waterfall's going to immediately try and do what he can with the A1S. Not common that we see it anymore, but there's still a few kicking around.
Especially on Inferno, it can be very beneficial there. But now it's a 5 versus 3. Flamey has to step up here if they're going to have any chance of winning this round. Can't find the first shot towards Banana, but Electronic can get one at least. I don't think Flamey has much of a chance here. He definitely had potential there to find a few one-taps, but it will be Quantum coming out on top there in round number 5. Good work by Jim Kwa, as he was the player that was boosted up. He managed to get 1 kill, drops down. Here we go, we can have a look right now. I don't even have to paint the story of my words. You can see it in your screen right
Apparently
now.
it's Valina.
Valina.
I have been told that by a very reliable Russian source.
Okay, well, I'm on board with that. Valina. There we go, as we managed to see another round posted by Quantum. Money shouldn't be broken just yet. Simple brings out the AWP. We can talk about that quickly. The reason we question the T-side AWP on Inferno is because it's very good in the opening sectors. As the city's getting aggressive, you can try and take down the rival AWP, of course, but once the mid-round begins, it drops off significantly, and it can be difficult to make it work. I feel like 5 AKs, you don't have to have an AWP on any map, really. I think it's a common misconception. The AWP has to come out. You can have 5 rifles and still have a very efficient fragging unit there. Number 6, and we will see Waterfalls as the designated AWP for the CT side here. Zeus smoked out towards middle. CTs can go aggressive towards that area. And we'll see whether they can make this default work. They have Banana control here.
So quick looks down, tries to spot them out. Just barely safe of flames. Mere inches in front of him on top of the barrels, but he doesn't take any damage as Electronic will get closer, winning at least the map control of Banana. With utility. Oh, but he's got to be careful. I thought his gun barrel showed. I think Quick knows he's there. He certainly has the sound cues. He'll go for the fight, but Electronic wins the duel, and on top of that, Jamqua cannot find the trade.
Electronic, showing why he was signed to this team, is considered one of the hardest hitting players in the CIS region. 2 kills for him. Edward chimes in as well. Looks like a pretty simple procedure, if you will, for Na'Vi, as Electronic gets 4 kills into the round. And that should be quite the harsh reset now for the CT side. You can see $1,400 for a couple of them there. There's Electronic on your screens right now, showing what he does best with the AK-47. So, Matt, we've been given some information. So K-Vic's going to be quick.
I had a feeling it might have been, but you know.
Waterfalls, I think we can handle that one. Zed on the end, and Valina for what we thought was Bulbasaur. So we're going to go for Valina.
I like that. Rolls off the tongue nicely. It's more romantic sounding than the B's sounds.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Since you were all about romance in our previous match.
Well, I am, you know that. It's going to be Max 7s, 4 Spy, Deagles, PT-50s, and Waterfalls with the UMP. I'm not really feeling too confident about this Spy, but it is Inferno. The shotgun does make its appearance quite often on this map on the CT side. Same story for the Deagles, as you can see. It will be Buvic managing to get a kill there, and Valvina with the Max 7 at the very same time. Volina, I think we just went over that. But here we go, boosted up. Will be Jim Qua. Contact play here. Na'Vi still be very dangerous, so they shoot the boost, which they certainly do. Could have spelt trouble for them. But smoke towards CD Spawn. There will be another kill from the CT side of the Desert Eagle. Now it's a 3 versus 2.
Didn't quite commit to faking the plant. No noise would have been made. This time they'll commit to actually sticking it with Simple to guard him with the AWP. Waterfalls wants to try and work his way back into the site. Bumich and Valina alongside. Simple's gonna hold the angle at least toward Ruins.
Remember, no kits here, Matt.
That's the tough part, because they want to play this as a unit and win for immediate trades, but they don't have a massive window of time to do so. 1 kill against them is going to slow them down considerably, but good finds from both Bumich and Valina. I think they've got the time as well.
Yeah, just about. It will be very tight there, but they should be absolutely fine. As you can see, they recovered the AWP and the Deagle.
Valina's running, yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, that was close, but still, I didn't doubt it for a second. So there we go, and we'll be forced by victory there for the true underdogs of this game. Quantum going up against the mighty Na'Vi. Electronic did what he could towards the B-bomb side, but good use of utility there in the 2-on-2 situation, making Simple come out with the AWP. He hasn't really done much work with that just yet. If he has the AK in that spot, I feel like he probably gets 2 frags. The problem with the AWP is you can fire off a shot, 3 seconds. You have to wait to draw the weapon again. AK can be very fast and furious. We'll see whether they have enough to buy him. We're certainly sure they do. We'll have a look. As this looks like a tactical timeout. It will be the boys at Quantum discussing the approach into the next round. The coach is going toe-to-toe right now and working out how they can beat their opposition into the next round.
So QB Fire putting up numbers against Na'Vi. You said you'd be worried if Na'Vi didn't dominate this game.
It wouldn't fill me with confidence. I know that...
Oh,
there it is again.
there. Why?
How does it happen?
And it's just Simple's going to be triggered by that. Where is he sitting? Can I see?
It does have... I must... In 2017, it must have it like 20 times. I'm like, I just don't get it.
No,
why
more than that, at least.
Why this? Why is the knife... It's stone press fire. It's really simple.
He didn't actually respond, Simple. He's pretty stoic over there after that.
Well,
I wouldn't be too pleased.
He's got the AK this time, which is good news. Edward, a nice little flashbang there to give him control of the boiler room. Jim Quado's not interested in that. Takes that electronic. Battling for the top of Banana there. Using the smoke towards T-steps, isolating any Ts that might be at the very top. Flashbang will come through, and they take the man advantage. This could actually be quite the competitive game, it seems. Quantum seem like they're quite handy here. And it's going to be Zeus with mid-control, pushing the CTs back, but they haven't managed to get a frag in return just yet.
Waterfalls. The AWP, double peek, knowing Zeus is able to get the headshot through the wall. Quick, is quick indeed to get the trade. He's immediately on the case, but smoked off, so the bypass. Try and be preemptive as well to turn back around. No such luck as quick sticks to library. That's smoked off as well. Simple may push the smoke. Op shot missing. He certainly will push the smoke. He wants the advantage, but he can't get the lineup.
Oh, this is smart though. He's guaranteed a frag, he knows it.
Problem is he's giving Quick a lot of space, a lot of leniency to get back in front. Now we can make the call. All they have to do is not be showing from inside of the site. And Simple could take down Quick. Oh, okay. Thankfully he does look the right way.
Goes for a knife, that is his trademark. Oh,
doesn't need to. Low HP, perhaps he would have. Flamey follows it up, takes down Jimqua. But I would have thought perhaps even Simple could have wrapped that to B after the kill. They stuck around together.
Well played by Na'Vi there. You can see Simple, that was a bold move. He had the bomb on his back there, 2-on-2 situation, but as he saw the AWP fall back, he knew he'd guaranteed himself a frag there. Very calm, methodical, hits the shot, and we'll go into round number 9 here. 5-3 in favor of Na'Vi. That's a pretty harsh reset for Quantum. You can see the Forceway coming through once again. 2 UMPs this time and 3 CZs. It can work in Inferno. We saw it work before. The Deagle's the shotgun, and we'll see if they can have similar success here. The smoke goes down towards middle, suggests that players could be in second middle, looking for aggressive picks at the very start. They throw the Molotovs to push them back here, reel them in. As Waterfall has to go back, and here he comes. Ooh, good shot with CZ. I like that a lot. That's an AK-47 as well.
Zeus knows that he's there, but doesn't want to chase or overcommit to it. So Image gets away with a gun. Waterfall's tagged to 53, but that AK now complements at least the 2 UMPs on the map. Flamey has to force off slightly. Battle for Banana will at least commence. Electronic, passive, top of T stairs. A few shots to barrels, and just like that, they'll cower back to the site. Na'Vi certainly, you said doesn't instill you with confidence. Forget the score aside, the play style suggests to me they're already timid.
Yeah, well, Zeus coming back into the team is what we expected. Very slow gameplay, like right back to like 2013 is what Na'Vi were famous for on this map, clearing it out and hitting the shots. This is good though. They're up against pistols there. They can cause some troubles. They lost the first pick at the very start. They want to make sure they're together, trading out and just getting map control piece by piece, dissecting the map. So far, they brought it back to a 4-on-4, but Waterfalls with the CZ looking to get information here, which he certainly does. He does spot a player towards top middle, but where's the trade? Flamey goes down. He'll fall back. But Zeus, he can hit them falling back towards the bomb site himself. For 20 seconds remaining, this still could be a little bit dicey as the electronic comes through. They're flashing each other now at the very same time. Waterfalls with the AK here. He could shut this all down single-handedly.
Lena still waiting for the opportunity to present itself. Quick does get through the smoke edge side, catch out Zeus, but Simple's well up to the task on the AK. Electronic down and traded. However, by Jimqua means that he can get back on to Simple. Tries for the wall shot of the EWP. Simple goes up, and oh my goodness, that is as accurate as you'd like.
That is beautiful stuff from Quick to finish. Jimqua with that one, I apologize. And it will be the AWP to blow off Simple's head there. You're absolutely right. They do look cagey right now, Na'Vi. They seem scared to commit. They've losing the first frag to the C's at the very start. Apartment's pushed out. How has he got so deep in Apartment? bombers before being detected there, and it will be a Jim Quad to finish things off there. Lovely work, and Simple can't believe his luck. That's another force by victory, just pistols and UMPs there, and it just seems like Na'Vi didn't want to make the move here, and they brought Zeus back in to be more tactical and show how good they can be with him back in the roster. But so far, this is not a Na'Vi that's going to be making a deep run in the major. They're looking very tentative, and we'll see whether they can get back into the game here as they make their way towards Banana. Smoked out behind the wall. There will be two players challenging here, but all the utility coming through, and Jim got a nice shot there. Takes out Simple as he jumps up on the logs, and it will be another man advantage. Quick, he's in on the other side. Can he find the shot? Takes out Flamey. This is looking messy for Na'Vi. One by one, they go through the smoke, and damage raiding in as the CDs get back up now. The Molotov's deployed. Zeus is going to be burning alive, surely. Down to 3 HP is Electronic. Zeus drops 4 on 2 now, and surely Edward and Electronic have no grounds to win this whatsoever.
It doesn't make any sense. You just walk through the smoke one after the other, not at all committing to at least trades or repeaking.
It's not the tactical team we're used to seeing with a Zeus lineup.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Certainly having his troubles with his second tenure in Na'Vi.
Yeah,
and a lot of people give him credit as well with Gambit. Apparently there was rumors that Adren did a lot of the work in leadership.
That's what I heard, especially towards the latter stages of the tournament.
Well,
speculation, of course.
Gap in the smoke. 3 HP only for Electronic. They're still inside of Banana because they have no information as to what's going on inside of Middle, so they can't afford to turn around and go back that direction. Edward will have to take the helm. Electronic can afford to go first and perhaps play bait if he can find one quick kill. Fair enough. Does look toward the boost ahead of time. Electronic down immediately though, however, and Quick's going to follow that up by getting Edward.
Really solid round there from Quantum. Can't say the same thing for Na'Vi whatsoever. Very basic approach. 5 players towards Banana. It was Simple trying to get the first shot at the logs. He gets taken down, and then where are the flashbangs? Where is the teamwork? It's all a complete mess. It looks like they're flashing each other, running through smokes one by one, and we even have time to bring over a third CT with the MP9 drops down the incendiary, forces Zeus to commit, and it all goes horribly wrong. And Quantum, they could actually be winning this game from what I've seen so far. This has to be an eco now for Na'Vi. 5-5, still very early days, but this is not the game I was expecting at all. I thought this would be a good test for Na'Vi, get warmed up, show them that they showed the world really they're ready for this major. They're putting the hard work in, but this is a messy affair at best.
Yeah, I'm not at all inspired or impressed.
Just a note, we've got a tactical purchase there from Zeus. He has gone all in, as you can see on the left-hand side of your screens, with the AK, the armor.
Interesting that it's Zeus as well to do so. I mean, okay, yes, he had a little bit more money, but usually we see in these situations a drop toward someone like Simple. Or Electronic. Waterfalls takes down Zeus, so doesn't pay off. Electronic will pick up the weapon, but no one else invested into the armor. And Waterfalls just basically sitting at target practice today.
And he's got the bomb. Nice incendiary. He's actually hungry for a little bit more here. He doesn't have to go for this pick at all, but he's trying to show his dominance here, perhaps, as we hit the 55-second mark. Bomb still down. Looks like a guaranteed round. But Simple does recover the AK-47. That's from Zeus's corpse. He won't have armor to work with, but certainly has got the aim. They'll go towards the apartments here. They've got one smoke to work with. That's not going to be hugely beneficial. Flashbangs would actually be much better here to get out of the apartments. And in they go, but I like the position with the MP9.
Already they've got the timeout call for next round. This is actually working out. Edward and Simple getting a favorable trade. Edward with 16 HP. It's got an MP9, I suppose. Run and gun, do what you can with it. The problem is the bomb's still down toward the top of the middle, so Simple with the AK has to be perfect. Does get the pre-fire off toward Quick. And a flashback the other direction. He knows exactly where both of them are. Simple does respond, but Waterfall's there for the trade. Third kill for him in the round. He started off with 2 at the top mid, rather uncontested. And I already saw, you probably saw it on the left side of your screens as well, the timeout call has already been initiated.
Decent attempt there for Na'Vi, at least finding some kills there. It's not going to find them around a victory, of course, but still 6-5 now in favour of Quantum. Waterfall's doing very good work at the AWP at the very start. I like that incendiary truck as well. Pushes them back, he secures the bomb, and then drops the smoke on as well. Nothing they could really do. And Simple for the AK-47 finds a couple of kills, but that is about it. Tactical timeout, you're absolutely right. Called by Na'Vi by the looks of things. And QB will take the lead for now. Money won't be amazing. Remember, no bomb was planted there, Matt. So Zeus going all in. I mean, there has to be a compromise here. There has to be something where maybe have one player out on a UMP or a Galil or just the AK, maybe just body armor. We'll see what Zeus brings to the table here. And he goes for the CZ, opting for a bit more utility. Zeus 3 for 9, Edward 3 for 7. Some big names there, not really arriving into the server just yet. Round number 12, all for Silver Waterfalls, and Well, with MP7 in hand. Good running gun weapon, that, especially towards areas like Banana.
Electronic work up alt middle. They've at least got to their own corner of apartments this time without anyone unwelcomely taking guns away from them. Flamey will post and wait until Edward can get inside of boiler room. So 3-2 with a lack of banana pressure from QB. I'm a bit curious as to the setup that they're going for. They'll rotate Jimka back over. Excuse me, quick back over. It's going to be an A hit either way. Electronic in, smoke off inside of the site, lets him clear pit. Well played, Zeus. Good shot from far on the CZ. Takes down quick. It's all straightforward. Yeah. This is much better from Navi.
That's what we want to see from them. The set pieces, setting their star players up to give them positional control, eradicate risks with the smokes being deployed there, the timed flashbangs, getting in together, hitting the shots, and Zeus, great work of the CZ there. He finds the opening kill, takes a lot of tension away from the quad area, and at that point, his players can come out of the apartments, find the shots, nothing too flashy. One apiece for Zeus, Edward, and Electronic, but the job is done. Very clean round, and that's what we want to see now. I feel like they have to reach a little bit deeper into the strat boat. They can't just run deep into it. It looks like Quantum really can play the game and almost match them in firepower here, but a clean sweep there for Navi. 6-6, and that's positive. That's what I want to see from them. Like, round number 13 coming up. Money actually not doing too well for Quantum. The rounds they have been winning haven't been the cleanest. So Waterfalls, oh my goodness, he picked up the AWP, and they'll force up into this round and see whether it's possible. So all so far, Anafamis, CZ, MP9. Not the best of buys, but Waterfalls might even go towards Banana this time, just try and mix things up. We'll see what he decides to do.
The reason I was a little bit inquisitive as to what was going on, unfortunately, I couldn't get there on my screen. I think they did a different style boost, two-man boost toward the B site, and I'm curious if they try and run that again. So if I do see it, I'll try and point it out. So maybe, meanwhile, does make contact again. He's trying to get very aggressive. He comes inside the bar, but this time he's not going to be quite so easily, or quite so quick to fool, I should say. The Navi players, good nade from Edward as well, takes down Helena after the damage done by Flamey.
Well, two players remaining. This was a force buy. They tried to go as aggressive as they possibly could. The CZ there pushing towards the apartments, didn't really work out. Another clean sweep here for Navi, setting themselves up quite fantastically towards the tail end of this half. They'll take the lead once again at 7-6. Andrew McCall with the FAMAS in hand. Nothing really he can do. Probably takes on Electronic into the footsteps, and that's pretty much a guaranteed kill. Oof, made a bit of a meal of it, but he does get the kill in the end. He'll upgrade to an AK-47, but his days are numbered. Zeus will take him down as he starts to come to life in this best of one Swiss format tournament. This is the first game from Navi, just joining us. Just got home from work and wondering what's going on in the tournament so far. It is day one, and Navi, bit of a rough start, but trying to get things together now. I think Quantum will take a full eco here for round number 15. Maybe some P250s and maybe some AT grades. That'll be about it. But looks like a very easy round coming up for Navi. They've had two clean sweeps in a row, and we'll see whether they can do it again.
Zeus, quick to get a Molotov down inside of Banana. Limits Jimkov from trying to get any position. So on the bounce, Navi do take back the lead on the T side. And finally settling in, perhaps. Perhaps that's all it is, just ironing it out early on in the tournament. Now that said, perfect team to iron it out against. You certainly wouldn't want to lose this match if you're Navi. Curious situation indeed. Good spray transfer from Simple as he takes down both Boomich and Velina.
Yeah. Lovely stuff there. 3 kills for him, but one other was just yet. If Edward goes down at this point, I don't know how to silence USP, but it happens. No armor, didn't really land a single bullet there. They still should win the round considering the CTs haven't recovered any sort of weaponry just yet. Electronic very close to the bomb site here. Locks them out with the smoke. Should get quite the easy plant in here. Goes for a safer plant, setting the player up towards the pit. But both CTs now have AK-47s. This is actually quite possible as they come round, and that's a lovely shot. Takes down Flamey. They know exactly where Electronic will be. He has to be on the side. One of these players had the plant here.
Careful in the position, but Jimko gets immediately behind him. I thought him walking out, if he could evade and get behind the box, he might be able to force the issue into one-on-ones. Not going to happen. No kid, no problem. 7-7. Yeah, that's twice this half that this happened.
They lost like PD50s in armor before. This was straight up USPs. Like, they can't even believe it themselves. They're just laughing. I can see Zeus from here, got his head in his hands at that point. That's not looking too good over the Na'Vi camp, but it does happen from time to time, Matt.
Interesting note, by the way, just with the Na'Vi camp, we talked about this team being part of the ES Force sort of conglomeracy, if you will. I know there was a lot of rules passed, Wesa and a couple other, saying that you couldn't own multiple teams, etc. Maybe that was a response, but they were just saying that Na'Vi didn't fit their model anymore. They were dropped. They got picked up by Monster Energy, at least, so they've kind of gone solo in that regard. So results are going to become more emphasized, I think, for this team than ever.
Yeah, they don't have the kind of backbone of a massive company like that to kind of support them. So yeah, the results are required, and getting deep in tournaments to show potential sponsors that they are worth the money, you see. But final round here, full eco victory of USP. That is not good enough, I'm afraid. As Na'Vi give a round away. Good flashbangs coming in from QB. Electronic does find the first frag though, and Jimcar will fall back. The hero of the previous round with the AK in hand. Can see the traces of Zeus there. He could go for the double spray down. Just gets one. That's absolutely fine for a smoke. But Flamey will be taking care of business there to find the 4-on-3.
So advantage to Na'Vi, but they've got to control the situation and not give anything away that goes untraded. So Flamey and Edward need to play this perfectly. Back turn for Flamey. Didn't go far enough to check all the way to the site. Now Edward's just sitting duck. Did at least manage to get by. Coming off in this position. Good arrival from Simple. Waterfalls has the angle inside of the site, and Edward goes down again. Simple has bomb and needs to slow down. Exactly, because we've got a flank coming in from Electronic.
Yeah, all the way in CT spawn for him. He's going to be influential here. Simple knows it. He doesn't really have to do anything because Electronic's going to win this round with this beautiful play all the way in library now. Guaranteed shot there. He doesn't even have to take it, but he will. Finds the AWPer, and that should be it. Simple with the killing blow there to at least win the half. Not the best game from Na'Vi, I have to say. We expected them to run away with this one, but some blunders throughout the half. They started off looking very, almost nervous, and they couldn't make assertive decisions there. They were holding right back and beaten down by pistols time and time again, lost to a full eco. This is not looking like a Na'Vi that's going to be lifting the trophy this time. Very early days in the tournament, and they need to pull their socks up here as we go into the second half. So anyone's game, lose the pistol, and from what I've seen, Matt, QB definitely have the potential to seal this one away.
I think that's entirely possible. Now, I mean, T-side, okay, it's one thing to be slow and timid and not take battles. CT, you've got to at least get the map control. You've got to find some dominance toward Banana, toward middle.
Are we convinced with the AWP of Simple this game at all? I can't even remember one.
I mean, to be fair, it's T-side Inferno. It's probably one of the hardest halves to run.
Why run it? That's the thing.
No, I agree with that. I don't. Yeah. I'm not. But that doesn't deter me from saying that he couldn't be brilliant with it on the CT side.
I'm just thinking, like, when he got, they just got to think, like, we've got one of the world's best riflers here on the T side of Inferno. Let's not stifle him with that weapon. Let's just give him the AK and run around.
I totally agree with you on the T side. I'm just saying, in terms of what you're saying moving forward, I'm not thinking that's going to affect too much what happens on the CT side.
No, like, he can always bounce back. It's a very AWP-centric map on the CT side. You can be very dynamic there. You can be explosive. It's just, I feel like that call needs to make earlier. Just like, let's get 5 rifles in and run that.
It is a great point because, I mean, there's teams that have, I'm going to say it, better oppers, or at least more stable oppers than Simple that don't elect to run an op on the T side of Inferno. So, yeah, it's something to think about.
Absolutely. Well, we'll have a look at this very important second half pistol here. I'll have a look at the buy for QB first. There will be 3 sets of armor as in terms of utility, you haven't really purchased anything. So Quick, we should be saying, keeps $800 in that. That's an interesting decision. It means if he wants to bring out early firepower into the next round, he's going to have a lot of money to do so. But a headshot does come through on both sides. Electronic goes down to 40 HP in a very fast approach here, going towards the archway. There is going to be a player in the form of Zeus waiting for them, but now things become very interesting. I'm not really sure what's going on here. They go towards CT spawn. Edward knows they're there, hits a lovely shot there. Now he's got a bit of a shooting range as they make their way through Speedway.
They're completely pinched in as well because they responded so quickly on the Na'Vi side. The wraparound play doesn't open much, but Waterfalls will. He finds both Zeus and Edward. That gives access, at least temporarily, back toward Library. It gives them some position, at the very least, inside of CT. And they're going to take that position and run with it to try and find simple, good positioning. It's one of the most overpowered positions on the wrap. Inside of Ruins, inside of the chapel specifically. Bomb goes down as well. Just jump cover remaining. He's already spotted out by Flamey. Simple will be hot on his heels. Flamey doesn't even need to help. 9-7, good win from Navi.
Yeah, very strange approach. I think QB, I haven't seen that run ever, I have to say. 4 players up towards middle, rushing CT spawn with no nades deployed whatsoever. And I don't think Edward really knew what was happening there. He's rotating from B towards the A bomb site and found them all towards B. You're absolutely right. CTs did have them pincered in. And although Waterfall's got a couple of kills there, Simple did close things out. Great position towards the ruins area. We go into round number 17 here, 9-7. No bomb plants. It suggests there will be a full investment from the QB side. There will indeed. UMP and a couple of PC-50s, a couple of CZs, basic utility, and not really feeling this is going to be too successful for them. I prefer the Deagles on the T side to get the opening picks. I think that's a lot more powerful, but we'll see what they can do here. It's going to be Navi asserting their dominance towards the B side of the map, smoke down towards T steps, meaning the T's can't even get entrance there, and you're able to leave Edward in that position by himself if you see fit. He is right down at the bottom, as you can see in the top left of your screen. There he is. Smoke from his teammate to buy him an extra 15 seconds that position, and now once the smoke goes down, he'll probably fall back towards the car, but now they have 4 players on the A-bomb site. Good nade at the start, just to know him quite down to 40 HP, takes it to the face.
And pretty much landed just beneath. Electronic will sit on top of the railing outside of the apartment with a smoke down, so if they push through, he's elevated. Crosshair placement comes less likely to be a headshot. Edward, meanwhile, is pushed all the way down. Banana, good read, good spray, but only for 1. Waterfalls again gets the response. He's been sharp. And they'll rush Banana, hoping to catch them off in an early rotation toward A, which they nearly do, but Flamey's back in time. They will get quite all the way around the corner from Banana, and he'll spray down 3, take the bomb, take the round Navi with 10.
Good work by Navi. 4 players survive. That was the SMG purchases there. A lot of Famous thrown in for good measure against the force buy of Quantum Bellator Fire. And didn't really get much done. Like I said, I think the Deagle was a lot more powerful on the T side of Inferno, getting the one taps and facing angles like top of Banana, then towards CT spawn. Coffins, you have chance of actually finding some of those opening picks and then snowballing from there. PT50s and CZs, I think that's much more beneficial on the CT side, not so much the T. But there we go. Glocks across the board here, full eco and then some. Nothing really purchased whatsoever here by QB. They'll try and get maybe a little bit of damage inflicted, but Simple and Co. completely charging around the map like a wild pack of dogs and managing to kill everything in sight. 2 players remaining, cowering in T-spawn, but the bomb is now down, and 1 player remaining. He's got no bomb, but he has made his way towards the A-bomb site. Maybe he can sneak out 1 kill here.
Yeah, that's the best case scenario.
I don't know if it looks like Electronic has got his number.
He's already running. Just trying to make this as painful as possible for everyone. Electronic does run him down. Now we'll get guns again for the T side. Simple seems relatively calm, all things considered. I mean,
I think that they are going to win this game now.
Like, sure. Yeah, I just mean his general demeanor, as a whole in this event.
I think like the last couple of years for him has been a growth process. He obviously was known as a quote-unquote toxic player back in the day, very angry all the time. We haven't really seen that side of him. We see the occasional desk punch, but it's normally at his own. And when you see him in the post-match interviews, he's actually quite humble, and he blames a lot of himself. He doesn't blame his teammates or anything, like you're saying.
That goes. Yeah, I have a different mentality on blaming yourself. It's fair to a point. You can go too far with that as well. But anyway, I get what you're saying with it.
He's not the old Simple way. He was going mad at his teammates. You can see him actively arguing in games and stuff like that. We haven't seen that in a while. So I think he has grown as a player and a person indeed. So that is good to see it. A good note as we get into round number 19, 11-7 to Navi now. A very huge round for QB. See a bit of a bonus situation coming through with 2 SMGs on the CT side. A Famous for Zeus. Simple with the AWP. And he hits a lovely shot there towards the underpass. 5 on 4. Hard work done. He can fall back towards the arch here, but I don't feel like he's the sort of player just to be happy with 1 kill. He won't be satisfied just yet.
Jim Ka still waits with smoke down, hoping that someone will get inquisitive on the barrels and jump above. But Edward and Flamey seem content with allowing them to at least attain the bottom side of Banana. In fact, more than that now, as they'll fall back inside of the site. Content, in fact, with the first kill. And they'll take what's given on the QB side. Oh, they may get more than that as well. Wide side of the smoke again. It's Waterfalls to get the kill back for Quantum. Quick's been waiting patiently as well with bomb nearby in hopes getting out to the pit from the apartments. If that's to be the case, they'll need a little bit more utility, or at least bodies to trade off and catch out Zeus, because he can shut that door. Down back flashes in, doesn't work. Quick's not found by it. It went just a bit too far. Remember, it's distance from your crosshair to where the detonation is of the flashbang that determines how blind you are, and that one went behind him, so it didn't catch him out enough. And Electronic went down as a result. Simple's made up for it by getting jump cut. Zeus still on the site. Could be in a good position. Good point. Yeah, Simple. Now he's looking better on the AWP.
Yeah, he certainly is, as he hits another one there. 4 kills for him in total so far. 5 seconds remaining. Mad looks like the round is done. Simple can afford to go a little bit more wild at this point. The round is guaranteed. He wants the ace. He's hungry for it. He won't get it, and Kvik won't get any money to the next round either. He does survive just about, but what a great masterclass there with the AWP from Simple, I have to say. Good shot towards the underpart to kick things off, and then the kills just kept coming.
Oh, absolutely. Looked very solid, cut out waterfalls as well, trying to push on to his position. Yeah, so 11 becomes 12, and Navi not willing to give up anything on their CT side, and they'll force Quantum to sit back with lesser weapons. Quick does have the AK, but that is all.
AK-47, you're right. Similar approach to what Zeus presented in the first half. He's looking destined to be 13-7 here, but you never know. Quick with the AK, all it takes is one opening kill and then get a 5-on-4 and another rifle to work with that. There's a partial buy with the armor on the upgraded pistols as well, so they want this weapon to get them something, at least to work with a sense of the opening pick. And it doesn't look like he'll get much at the moment. Coming out of the boiler room, flashes out, and it will be waterfalls on the other side. Flamey, he gets taken down. That's the pick we were looking for, Matt, and now they could actually fall back and maybe snowball with this opening frag.
Waterfalls back down mid. We'll start to converge toward Banana, but a deep smoke down means Simple with the EWP. He'll have the confidence to stay in position, which is beneficial as well, because even though they've lost a man, if you can solo Banana and hold that part of the map, that portion of the map, and the map control that goes along with it, you can afford to get the early rotation toward A, and in doing so, still be aggressive in your defense on that site. In some ways, early on Inferno, if played correctly or to the right situation, you can recover quite easily from it. Unfortunately, they've lost Electronic as well as Boomich is able to get around the corner. And they'll have to save it out on the Navi side, in fact, backing off already. So despite winning a number of rounds in a row, 4 in a row, their money's not amazing. Edward with only $50 and Simple with $14.50.
We'll have a look. Will they be able to save the weaponry if Simple can hold on to the AWP? They'll definitely be buying to the next round. But Edward holding towards the ruins area, just making sure Simple survives. That's going to be the VIP, if you will, in this particular round. But good work by
give me AS oil rig back.
Oh, it's coming. I've got a feeling.
No, yeah, I said that last year. I don't know about it. No. All right, come on. That's it. Forget dust tube. We're getting AS oil rig in the map pool.
Bring it in.
You know what? I think with the you got, was it 200 HP or 200 armor?
200 armor.
200 armor.
Yeah.
With the pistols in CS:GO, I think playing the VIP would be a lot more fun.
Yeah, it would be an awesome addition to the game. A nice little game mode when you're just trying to unwind, you know.
I'll probably just play that.
Yeah, but for now, here's QB, their first real entrance to the second half. They have impressed me. I feel like they could take a couple of scalps at this tournament, you know. Like, this has been quite an interesting showing. It doesn't look like they'll win out this game, but they certainly got Navi on the ropes for points. Another tactical timeout here as Zeus describes his plan for the next round. We'll have a look. AWP on the T side now, and a couple of M4s there as well. As we said, Simple does save the AWP, but it doesn't have to flame me right now. I assume they swap that over. Double orb set up, okay. That is very beneficial on the CT side, certainly. Can be very powerful indeed. We'll see if it works out for them. Flaming will be challenged as the Molotov rain in towards Banana. Edwards will certainly down here. Down he goes. Good shot by Quick. 5-4. Good control of Banana there, and a nice nade in return.
Great nade in return. So saving the weapons and a potential in winning this round to almost reset QB. That said, even though they would only get 1,400, they've padded enough that they could force into that next round. Try and keep Navi honest. They were definitely kept honest in the first half. Simple AWP still waiting at coffins. Will stare out. Jimko's not going to move out of his position in the corner. Simple may get overzealous. Oh, okay, fair enough. That's fast as you'd like. I was going to say may get overzealous in this position. Overextend, but absolutely not. Even when he considers going aggressive, they just walk into him. He's been remarkable. Can't quite hit the third shot. And Valina takes down Zeus, pushing back through the smoke, which means pressure back to Simple, because as they walk in the site, he has to play new box without support of anyone walking through the smoke. What a shot! That was as Valina goes down.
Really nice there from Simple. 3 in total, where the flick comes in to finish off the round. Fast as you like. And didn't see much of the AWP on the T side, but we knew it could be dangerous in the second half, and you could see what he's capable of. Lovely shot to finish things off. Look at this. Boom. Takes him down. 13-8. Money going to be in the bin, I think. Actually, it's not going to be too bad on the T side.
Well, they have 3650, so 1400 on top of it. Definitely a force available.
Yeah, there'll be one compromise there with P250, but the AWP comes out. This is pretty much the last chance to lose. Don't win this round, you're 14-8 down. The money will be completely gone. So we'll have a look as to what round number 22 will bring. 4 players towards the second mid area. CT aggression focusing on Banana right now as Edward pushes down, firing off some speculative shots there towards the T steps. He'll get right down there and potentially leave Simple boost up on the wall. This is a very common setup. Getting the AWP on the wall here and leaving him by himself means he's almost guaranteed one frag. It's a difficult angle for the T's to do anything about it. There's not really flashbangs that can take him off there. He's always allowed to get one shot off. If he hits it, he can drop behind the wall and get back towards the bomb site.
So Valina waits inside. Oh, missed shot from Waterfalls. I was going to say, waits inside Boiler to see exactly what will transpire toward the top of middle, but the missed shot, at least from Apartments, will force the issue. And Quick will head out toward the arch side, gap in the smoke, but no one on the other side of it. Meanwhile, Simple again is left to solo anchor. Not a full commitment yet to a 4-man position, although I take that back. Edwards just gone through the library. It looked like he was waiting to see if arch wrap was possible. Smoke down in front of him. Still leaves Zeus exposed. He's trying to do damage where he can through the smoke. And Zeus falls back smartly. So doubled up, though. Valina doesn't manage to get at least one kill, but Edwards hot on his heels. And it's just Waterfalls remaining.
Yeah, remember the first half was 8-7 in Navi's favor. Now Waterfalls got a lot of pressure on his shoulders. 3 versus 1. Bomb goes down. That's some good news. Boost their finances for the next round, but he still can win this. Hits this shot. He's onto something. There we go. Edward goes down, and he is moving around in a very efficient manner. He goes towards the new box here. He can actually nail that shot, but Flamey one step ahead of him takes him down. It will be round number 14 for Navi. The bomb planted. It won't be a complete disaster. They might be able to get somewhat of a buy, about 3K per player. Not great, man.
Yeah, and again, you mentioned it earlier, Major Time. New viewers, round loss bonus works in a sequence of 5 consecutive rounds. You gain an additional $500 for losing, essentially. You start at 1,400, you end at 3,400. So this being the second round they've lost, they'll get 1,900 plus the 800 from the bomb.
Yeah, and that's leaving them at about the 3K mark. They'll probably take a tactical time out here and work out what they can do, if anything, with the money available. Actually, on the T side, it's not the worst case scenario, because you can, with 3K, you can get a Galil and head armor. Sure, it's not the most ideal weapon, but it's a rifle still, and you have the head armor to work with. It's certainly not going to be a really tantalizing situation for them. That's why I'll take the time out now, maybe to get 3 players on Galil's armor, and then 2 on CZ's and utility, and try and bully their way into the bomb sites. There's Edward, a Counter-Strike, a legend on your screen, the Zeus, as they get time, of course, as well, and the timeouts to discuss their approach and how they want to try and potentially close this game out and find round number 15, which is a match point. No Galil's purchased, and not even going all in here, Matt. They're going to be going for a partial buy on the T side, leaving themselves about $1,500 per player left over. Some upgraded pistols and armor, looking to steal this round away, hopefully, and then have enough to work with going forward. It will be Simple with a double frag, make it a triple, potentially can't do that, but the round is pretty much won at this point. Flashbang comes over, Jim Quat and Waterfalls to try and hold on to whatever they can, but there is a flank coming in towards the bottom of the middle. That'll be Flame, I think, with the AWP, and the final kill will come in. Match point obtained, and Navi looking much better here in the second half.
Yeah, much better, and perhaps expected. I think on the CT side, again, you bring in the comfort of the AWP to Simple again. But also just that I think it was a pace problem in the first half. They were very slow and scared to take duels, whereas QB was aggressive constantly. It caught them off slightly, but CT side, all they need is the map control. They've been getting it. Even when they haven't, they've still been winning the duel. Simple playing passive inside of the site at B has certainly been remarkable. Leave the bomb intentionally. Speed of aggression. Edward's going to get bench. Bench hasn't been as prominent in this version of Inferno, but he gets down and goes past it. In fact, manages only one kill. However, Electronic immediately on Chipcock. Zeus going to follow it up. Boomers just walk out from the underpass. Nearly spots out a second kill as well, but can't quite convert. And he'll have to go back for the bomb in a 1 versus 3. In fact, I don't even think he picked up the bomb. No, he didn't. So
no.
I think he knows what's on the wall at this point.
Well, we'll see if they can take him down. It's not looking too good. He'll get that 1 kill at least, and might be a bit desperate at this point. It's 3 versus 1, and there it is. The killing blow from Simple, 16-8. Only 1 round picked up in the second half for QB there. Na'Vi didn't look like the team we're used to seeing from them in the first half, especially in the first few rounds. Some really cagey Counter-Strike at the very beginning. Couldn't seem to find their rhythm for a long time. They did win the half 8-7, but that didn't really seem like very satisfactory for them. But they turned up the heat in the second, and you can see QB left looking at 6s and 7s as they only get 8 rounds there at the very end. It was a good game. Second half, not so much, but the first, it definitely had its moments. Full eco victories for QB. Clutches coming through, some great AWP moments from Waterfalls there, but overall, Simple looked like a god in the second half, and that
certainly
was it.
Yeah, certainly. And I agree with your point to some extent of, potentially not putting him on the AWP on the T side, and that might be something to look at because there was worrying signs still in terms of tactics.
It's just not a high impact role on the T side. On CT, you see how dominant he can be with that weapon. I feel like just a rifle in his hand would have been great.
In fact, Guardian is actually one of the only players that consistently can play on the T side with TWP on Inferno. Again, I mentioned a team that doesn't. Sometimes Astralis does not. We're going to take another break. Na'Vi put best foot forward, start off well in a major that they need to prove themselves in. We'll join you again in just a second.